I also want to bring in Jake Sherman, co-founder of Punchbowl News and an MSNBC political contributor. Jake, in that CBS poll, among respondents who identify as MAGA Republicans, 40% say they're dissatisfied with how the Trump administration has handled matters related to the Epstein case. 60% say they're satisfied. Again, I go back to that might sound like a strong majority, but that 40% number is a lot. It's a lot among the MAGA base. Is that causing concern on the Hill? What are you hearing? And whenever I ask you what you're hearing, I kind of translate that in my head to what are Republicans on the Hill hearing from their constituents?
So it's a good question. I mean, that probably mirrors what we're hearing here on Capitol Hill, that 40% of people are or that some large percentage, I don't want to put a number to it, are not satisfied. And you see that in several different avenues. Number one, the House Rules Committee, which is a committee that preps legislation for the House floor, got tied up in this big back and forth last week where Democrats were putting up Epstein amendments and Republicans were wanting to vote for them. And the leadership doesn't want them to vote for them because they want to protect the House floor as a safe space for Donald Trump and for Republicans more broadly. That's number one. Number two, Tom Massie, Republican from Kentucky, someone who Donald Trump does not like at all, has a discharge petition, which is basically a mechanism that any rank and file member could start a petition and it frees any legislation that's stuck and it brings it to the House floor. So Massie has to get 218 signatures. The likelihood is he will get 218 signatures. That strips Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, of his ability to control the floor. So yes, people are frustrated at this because Republicans have been saying for years, as Brenda just said, that they would be the ones who freed these documents, who let the Epstein files in the loose, and now they're not. So Donald Trump has put them in a quite precarious political position.
Well, let me talk about Republican Congressman Tim Burchett, who reiterated his call for the DOJ to release more information on the Epstein case. But he even has a caution. Take a listen.
I applaud the president for wanting to release those files. I think it's a good start. You've got innocent people on those flight logs that flew. President Trump has admitted he flew on those flights, and dozens of other Americans, I'm sure, rode. I caution America, though, if we need to have some sort of way to filter out the innocence in these things.
Some sort of way. I mean, does that answer just suggest how big a can of worms this could open? Say someone was a guest on Jeffrey Epstein's plane. Who gets to decide who was going somewhere for potentially illegal purposes as opposed to an innocent free ride that they were taking, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, again, a couple thoughts here. Number one, the government has plenty of experience cleaning up documents to protect people who are not accused of any crime. That's number one. Number two, again, the Trump base for years has been saying that let it all in the open. If people are innocent, they should explain away their innocence. If they were hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein, who has been accused of some horrific crimes, people should know. So now the reality has caught up here, and the administration is not really wanting to release this stuff. And I think Republicans are starting to feel the heat because, again, Trump and his allies have concocted this grandiose story about Jeffrey Epstein and what he was up to and everybody else who was involved with him. And I think people have that in their heads now and want to see the documents.
Yeah, and if they start cleaning up the documents, as you say, in other words, redacting names,
right,
that's
exactly.
Another whole can of worms. So Jake Sherman,
exactly.
Thank you, my friend. Good to see you.